Yes.
Sorry, man, I don't recognize your microphone.
It's me. Things that I would think of off the top of my head, although there's so many anecdotes and little details. One thing that I always think about in regards to Spencer is I remember Gray told me one time, and this was many years ago, that he never met somebody before Spencer who had thought in musical terms about everything, like they were at a diner, and Spencer would say, "Man, this is really some lo-fi ketchup." I always think of that, and I can just picture Spencer so clearly being like, "Man, this is like really some like lo-fi ketchup, man." Another thing that I think is very particularly, one thing I think is like very particularly Spencer-esque is he told me that when he was in high school, it was like the only group of friends, him and his friends, were really into Bauhaus and the Grateful Dead. And I thought that was so interesting and cool. Like, what group of teenagers in high school, other than Spencer and whatever group of friends he had, were simultaneously dedicated to Bauhaus and the Grateful Dead? I feel like that says a lot about him. Of course, I always remember his car, which was a messy, getting rides in his car, and his tape deck, and we'd be listening. And I always remember his great. We shared a great appreciation for some of the late '60s Jefferson Airplane records, "Crown of Creation," and "After Bathing at Baxter's." He might have had one of those on cassette in his car that we would listen to. Of course, I'll never forget all the great Deep Sound Diver shows at Sidewalk with Amos. And in my mind, correct me if I'm wrong, was it like a Wednesday night residency or something, or like at midnight? I remember like a Halloween show that was they were doing, and I think there were multiple times when it got sort of unplugged and shut down for being too loud.
We got kicked out of that place so many times. That crappy MC laughed.
Yeah, there were many controversial situations of being too loud and shut down. Spencer would be, complaining and protesting about being told to turn down and getting yelled at to turn down. And of course, the legendary Doofus tour of, I think it was 2002. Seth was just texting me some of the details about that. But there was a Doofus tour of England, and for some strange reason, the Doofus band on that tour was
Russ Harper.
It was Russ Harper, Laura Hawk, Lucas Crane, Doug Black, Betsy, Seth, and Spencer. And the Doofus band on that tour was like so legendary that this is 20 plus years later. People are still talking. When I go to places in England, they still talk about what those shows were like, and I can imagine that must have been really incredible. And I remember Seth being pissed off because Spencer had like burned holes in the upholstery of the rental vehicle, and Seth was going to have to somehow account for that. And in fact, it was hash holes burned in the seat, which apparently in England that's called hot rocks. So Spencer had left Seth to deal with all these hot rocks. There's a Spencer story that's so ridiculous that it's hard to believe it. It's almost too corny to believe that it actually happened, but it actually happened, believe it or not. The Naked Gun situation with the microphone in the bathroom actually happened with Spencer. I played a show with Spencer at Sarah Lawrence College, and he had some kind of contact mic or something, some kind of wireless mic for the mandolin, and at some point he had to go to the bathroom, and he left the stage and went, and he still had the mic on him, and everybody in the audience heard him piss. I was like, how could that possibly really be happening? These things don't happen in real life.
I have that on video, Jeff.
There's a video of it.
Lots of details. The way Brent would tell me that Spencer would always go swimming with his hat on. That's a very Spencer thing. Of course, I remember first encountering Spencer at Sidewalk, probably 1999-ish. I thought he was the worst songwriter I had ever heard. Because he first song he played at Sidewalk, the Submarine Baby Blues. That was like, I had never heard anything that bad in my whole life. It was like, I got a submarine baby, she's got a belly full of semen. I was like, this guy fucking sucks. I was like, this is the worst shit I've ever heard. And then somehow, I don't even know how we became friends when we started dancing. My first impression of him was like as the worst person I ever saw on a sidewalk.
I heard him do that song like
another
later.
Other Spencer legends that come to my mind, the way that he was always so crap. Like he worked at Electro Harmonics, the pedal company. But then I don't know if it was the first time he ever saw Ish Marquez play, but it was an early encounter. Maybe the first time he saw Ish play, and Ish played, I don't want to be your monkey anymore. I don't want to be your lackey anymore. And Ish was so inspired. Spencer was so inspired by seeing Ish play that he immediately quit his job the next day. And he was always proud of that.
Hell yeah!
Dude, I quit my job because I saw that Ish show.
He told me that he played that Ish song like 3 times in the office at full volume before he walked out. That sounds like him.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, just a lot of course, the albums that he made with Gray Rebel were just, to my mind, the greatest stuff that ever got recorded out of the whole sidewalk scene. Those albums are just incredible. And I remember one time staying at Spencer's place in Baltimore, and I didn't realize like how crazy. I guess it was his uncle's place, and Spencer and Brent went out early in the morning to fish or something, and I just stayed there, and his uncle just cursed and raped like he was, and I was like downstairs in the basement, and this guy was just cursing and yelling, I guess at nobody, and I was like, man, this is a really tough.
His cat.
And maybe it's a cat. I was like, this is a tough living situation that Spencer's got to deal with here. I'm sure he dealt with all sorts of ones. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason in these notes. I was just jotting down
Memories.
yeah, just things that just immediately came to mind. Just so many, incredible gigs. Just those Deep Sound Diver gigs, just so incredible and fun, and just totally slamming. And of course, everybody knows the way Spencer would just look so totally happy. He would like hit some pedal or do something that was just so delightful and surprising. And he was like as delighted, as surprised as anybody could be. And it was, the sounds that were coming out of him. And of course, that crazy oscillator thing, the UFO, origin of UFO versus the mothership, I guess. This incredible sound device, because when the early gigs with Gray for the album, the Midnight Eye album release, just the usage of that crazy device and his arrangements, recording early songs with me and Diane Clark at Balloon Heaven, recording, with Ish at the New Jersey Balloon Heaven. Everybody. I just want to get the ball rolling on some. I'd like to hear some other Spencer anecdotes. If anybody has any particular, I'm sure we can all just picture him so very clearly as the absolutely unique and inspiring and delightful character that he will remain for us. So I don't know. I hope more music.
Yeah.